that. So I will play it offline. I will give it a chance. Telling me that's why you read. The thing about these games that I really got to get used to is that there's a lot of to read. The titty jiggle physics alone had me reeled in, and the dog that wanted me, 𝗼𝗆 is his name. That was pretty cool. That was fun. Because I've been trying to dive into furryism as of late. I've been respecting furries more often lately. No, I like WuWa like right away. I'm just being honest. Like, gotcha, stupid fan wars. Like, oh, he doesn't like it because he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do all that.
I don't know when the Zenless Zone Zero community flipped like this, because I remembered it being good. Like, genuinely, people were hyped, the meme videos were flying, stuff like, how much milk can Nicole produce? Or, is Ellen Jo's mouth capable of suction? It was chaotic in the best way. It felt like a fan base that didn't take itself too seriously, which is what most people should do with these gacha games anyway. But now, it's become something else, elitist, overbearing, and straight up hostile to anyone not already playing at an expert level.
Bro, y'all telling me that's why you read? The thing about these games that I really got to get used to is that there's a lot of to read, especially in these gacha games where you literally press start play on the game and you're literally like shot with a machine gun of info. Read this, read that, read this, read that. Like it's insane. So when y'all are telling me to read, I'm picking and choosing what I'm reading. So of course I'm not gonna know how to do everything, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and read every word. Like, I'm not here to do that.
NicholasLightTV streamed the game recently, and as a content creator myself, it was honestly brutal to watch. Not because the game was bad, but because the second he booted it up, the chat turned into a checklist. Non-stop commands. You missed it. You are trash at the game. Oh my god, parry. Oh, do this? This is so hard to watch. Dude, you might think that's advice, but it's just noise, man. He couldn't even breathe before getting told how to play every second of it, up to a point where he's actually just done with it. It's like people weren't listening, because if you haven't realized yet, the vibe wasn't helpful, it was condescending. People acting like he was an idiot for not instantly mastering a game that throws walls of tutorials at you before you even care about the world or the characters. I wanted this game to succeed. I still do, but this stuff matters. If this is how the community treats someone just trying to learn, someone with a big platform and a lot of goodwill, then what is that to say for regular players? Let's talk about it. So you can see the moment the disconnect kicks in. Nick is trying to get his bearings in Zenless Zone Zero, poking around, soaking things at its own pace, and chat immediately floods with, click that, oh you missed something, oh you're trash, like you read it yourself, right? And like maybe it comes from a good place, but you can tell it wears him down fast. Is he really struggling with the game? I mean, come on guys, it's the tutorial, and we all remembered how you can play the game literally just button mashing. You know what he's actually struggling with? He is struggling with being watched while he learns, and instead of getting a minute to figure out what each button does, he's got people backseat driving every second like he's defusing a bomb, and then he breaks it down in a way that is honestly kind of raw.
No, I like WuWa like right away. I'm just being honest. Like, gotcha, stupid fan wars, because I know ZZZ fans that watch this might get hurt by that. Like, oh, he doesn't like it because he doesn't pay attention. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to read every single thing. And yeah, that's just how I feel. You're the type of person who doesn't like training wheels. Yeah, I'm more of like, I don't want anybody showing me how to do something. I want to learn myself. Like, I don't want anybody teaching me how to ride a bike. I wanted to learn myself. I wanted to fall over and over and over again. And then other people were like, oh, just get your dad to show you. Oh, just watch a video. Oh, look at this person. Like, I don't like it. I've always been the type of person to learn by myself. I hate people teaching me. It's the reason why I didn't go to college. The reason why I dropped out, right? Or the reason why I was bad in school. Because I don't like being, like, told to, like, I would learn more home by myself in my room doing math than in the math class. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not good, like, with training wheels or someone telling me how to play. Like, Wuthering Waves, I looked up every now and then for you guys to give me tips. But overall, I feel like I know how to play the game at this point, you know? But yeah, I'm just being honest. I don't know if this game's for me right now. Maybe because I'm playing Wuthering Waves. Am I dropping the game? No. But like I feel like I'll play this offline until I really understand it. And then when I understand it, I might do a stream like just playing it, right? But yeah, I don't know, man.
You can look at it yourself. Yeah, and what he said, like, that stuck with me, right? Because it's not just about the gameplay. It is how he approaches everything, like school, college, life. He's never been the kind of person who learns by being told. And when you put someone like that in front of a game that is already overloaded with tutorials, systems, and pop-ups, and then add that, like, you know, 1,000 people just chatting nonstop, overloaded with, like, yelling instructions, like, that is not helpful. That is just chaos. What we are seeing here isn't just Nick being frustrated. It is a very real tension between how a creator wants to experience a game and how their audience think that they should experience it. And when that audience gets a little bit too confident, a little too elitist, that tension turns toxic. And then Nick compared his experience to when he played Wuthering Waves. Nick picked that game up and within what, 20 minutes, he was in, locked in, fully immersed.
Because you played it for like 10 hours. Yeah, but Wuthering Waves, like I was into it from like the first 20 minutes. Like I was fully into it. If you go back to my stream, I was into it right away, man. And I like the gameplay in this game, but that's why I got to play more of it. And the more I play of it, I feel like the more I'm going to start liking it. So maybe this is something where I have to get off the tutorial and then experience the game myself for a bit and then be like, you know what? I might actually really with this game. But yeah. Yeah, no, I like WuWa like right away.
Yeah, just like he said, he liked the characters, he likes the world, he said it just clicks. And yeah, there is a decent amount of reading, a lot of systems under the hood still, you know, the intro, outro, but it wasn't overwhelming. It felt like a natural climb. It is not a tutorial trench. And that early momentum matters. He wasn't pulled in because someone explained the game to him. He was pulled in because the game made him want to keep going. And that is what a good intro does. It builds curiosity, not confusion. So when you look at Zenless again, wildly different approach. 90 minutes in, and Nick is still stuck in tutorial hell. He is clicking through walls of UI with no clear direction, and you can see the fatigue in real time. Not because the game is bad, but because it is front-loaded in a way that punishes players for not being immediately fluent.
Nikke might get you banned. I'll put that on there too. I want to try all of them, right? But people get mad like when I watch animes and I drop them after like an episode. They're like, oh, you gotta watch episode 10 to like it. Oh, this guy sucks. He has a short attention span. Nah, bro. If I need 10 episodes to like something, it's not good. It's as simple as that. The first episode should drag me into the anime. The first episode of anything should drag you in. You should never make your customers wait for something to get good. I think that's a very lazy decision. And it just tells me I'm not gonna like it. And I think it's the same thing with me for games, but I can't judge the game yet because I'm in a tutorial. And I love things about it. I love the gameplay. I love the gameplay of ZZZ. I love the switching out, right? But because there's so much to read, I didn't even read the part where it tells me how to block. I have to ask chat because I skipped it.
And to his credit, Nick doesn't write it off completely. He even says that maybe he just needs more time, maybe it'll grow on him, but the damage is already done. He is already comparing it, and that is the problem. WuWa doesn't just hook him, it set the bar. So now every gacha game he tries after this has to live up to that first high, and that is not fair. It is also kind of inevitable. First impressions stick, especially in a genre where you are expected to commit hundreds of hours or hundreds of dollars. WuWa made him curious, Zenless Zone Zero made him feel lost, and that difference shapes everything that comes after. And this is where Zenless Zone Zero really trips over itself. Nick wasn't coming in skeptical. He liked the trailers. He liked the aesthetics. He said outright that he wanted to enjoy the game. But the UI is literally just intimidating. It is not even that the systems are bad. They just don't breathe. The pacing feels like the game is terrified that you won't understand it. So it tries to explain everything up front before you even had the chance to care. Like handing someone a user manual before letting them touch the controller. And Nick, to his credit, still tries to meet it halfway. But then he just says it plainly. The beginning sucks, not because there is no depth, but because the game is so busy trying to prove how deep it is that it forgets to be fun. And look, he is not demanding instant fireworks, right? There is no rhythm to the early hours. He even says the story has potential, but right now it is not doing the heavy lifting. Wuthering Waves, by contrast, didn't need to over-explain. It trusted players to figure things out through context, not exposition. And that confidence, that restraint, it's what let its intro actually land. So when Nick finally snaps a little, it is not just about the game, it is about the whole experience. this, playing something new, live with a crowd that doesn't know how to shut up, and it taps into this deeper philosophy that he has. That discovery is the whole point. He talks about learning math alone in his room, how he could sit there and wrestle with a problem for hours, but put him in a classroom and it all falls apart. Too many voices, he said. Too much pressure to get it right away.
Like, I don't want to ask like Tectone, how do I play ZZZ? Like I said, I'm not too crazy about like help. You know, I like doing everything kind of like by myself. And if I can't learn by myself, I just get like agitated and I just drop it. That's how I am as a person. It sucks. Sometimes it's the downfall of me, but that's how I am. I feel like with Wuthering Waves, I understood it and I learned by myself. And Tectone helped like telling me who to get. You guys told me as well. But overall, like, it's something I was doing by myself, and I really loved it.
And that is exactly what this felt like. He wants to fumble. He wants to press the wrong button, die in a tutorial, and figure it out later. And that is how things stick to him. And the irony is, when he is enjoying a game like in WuWa, chat doesn't even feel the need to step in. They're chill. They drop the occasional tip, but it is not invasive because he is already engaged. He is not floundering. He is exploring. That difference is everything. When you are locked in, the help feels optional. When you are lost, help feels like noise. And if there is anything that really triggered him, it is that chat didn't seem to understand the difference. There's also this weird performative elitism that creeps in anytime a streamer touches a new gacha game, and it is honestly kind of pathetic. And acting like not knowing the perfect rotations after 5 minutes is some kind of moral failing. Like, bro, it is a gacha game. Most of the skill expression here boils down to how many 50-50s you've lost and how deep your wallet goes. And the worst part, it is not even about helping. It is not advice. It is a weird little dance people do for attention. A way to signal, I have been here longer than you, as if that makes them important. It is like watching someone brag about their credit score to a high school freshman. Technically impressive, but nobody asked. The irony is, these communities need new players. Gacha games bleed players over time. You don't keep a gacha game alive. You don't keep a game alive by chasing out everybody who is still learning the game. So when you see someone just discovering the game and your first instinct is to mock them for not knowing the optimal build, congratulations. You are not protecting the game. You are helping it rot. If you really love the game, you would want people to enjoy it, especially if they are bad at first, because that is how it starts. Nobody's ever fell in love with a system that made them feel stupid on day one, especially with a chat that makes them feel stupid on day one. Come on, man. So when Nick says,
I feel like I care about the game enough to at least give it a shot and to try to learn about it, right? I love the world, I love the characters, and I love the gameplay. I'm just a little intimidated by like how much there is to learn, like with all of the things on the screen right now. And the story is not like, of course, it's a tutorial story right now. But yeah, so I think it has potential. I think it has potential for me to like it. Because I really love the characters. Like, jiggles aside, I think the characters look fucking awesome. WuWa 2.0 trailer.
And then tweets a few hours later that he has basically already dropped it. You can feel the frustration behind that decision. It is not rage quit energy. It is disappointment. It is that specific kind of letdown where you want it to be proven wrong and just weren't. And the part that really hits is when he says maybe he will give Genshin a try instead. Like,
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This isn't me trying to start drama. But I don't even want to play Genshin. I don't even want to play any other games right now, bro. I just want to like focus on this. Like, it's crazy, man. I'm like obsessed with this game. I haven't even scratched the surface of it yet. All I'm doing is playing the main quests and spending my money. Like, I just want to play this goddamn game, bro. About to become a WuWa creator.
he wanted this to be his thing, right? And now he is just like settling. And that sucks because Zenless Zone Zero actually had him. He liked the trailers. He wanted to get into the combat. He even sat through the info dumps and the tutorial overload. But by the time it was all done, between the pacing, the structure, the chat noise, it just didn't stick. And what that really shows is how fragile most impressions are. This wasn't about a game balance or late game content. This wasn't even about monetization. This was about the very beginning, the part that is supposed to invite you in, and the chat pushed him away, not because he wasn't interested, but because the game didn't know how to let him be. So here is the bottom line. Zenless Zone Zero has a good game buried under layers of noise, but it is not just the tutorials, it is not just the pacing, it is the community that thinks that they are the main characters. You've got people treating streamers like test subjects and new players like interns, acting like them playing since launch gives them divine authority. Like, bro, you are not the developer, you are not a coach, you just played the game earlier and somehow let that go to your head. Newsflash, correcting someone in chat doesn't make you smart, and doing it over and over over again makes you annoying. Nobody's impressed that you know what the 𝗶𝗵𝗵 does. No one's handing out medals for knowing how to cancel animations. You are not gatekeeping a fighting game tournament. You are gatekeeping a gacha game with furries in it. The irony, these elitists think that they're the lifeblood of the game, but they are the exact reason why people bounce off it, why people won't play it. Nick didn't drop Zenless Zone Zero because the game was bad. He dropped it because the experience trying to enjoy it was exhausting. And he's probably not the only one either. If the community doesn't chill out, it won't matter how polished Zenless Zone Zero gets, because nobody wants to hang around a fandom that acts like it's allergic to beginners. Let people play the damn game. But that is all from me, Glaivekiyo, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!